Hello, Sales.io family. Reporting in from a beautiful park in Amsterdam right now. And I just wanted to create this video because I wanted to capture my raw thoughts on my last evening in another country after a month of phenomenal experiences. And then also create this video to dive into exactly how to make sure you succeed in 2026 and how you could make it the best year of your life in all aspects. So there are a couple of things I wanted to cover. Quick shout out to Simon, his video he posted earlier, and if you haven't seen it, I highly recommend stopping this and watching his video. It's moving, and that was some of the thoughts I had, and what I was processing was his video on this walk, as well as a couple of the coaching calls I've attended. Shout out to the Oracle call. That group is phenomenal, and yeah, so much going through my mind, but the biggest thing I do want to touch on is exactly how you can create such a successful 2026 in all aspects of your life, as long as you avoid a couple of the points I want to touch on in this kind of brief. But I'm going to go in deep. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling in quite a state that's, unique. Try and get into as many of these states as you possibly can, just on a side tangent. Walking in the evening, silence. You gather things that seriously change your life. Now, getting into it, there's really two things in my opinion, and there's multiple things, but two of the biggest things that are really going to stop you from succeeding in 2026. And one of them, or the first one, is obviously your lack of self-belief, number one. And then number two, in my opinion, is not being selfish enough. And I'll explain what that means. It's kind of, maybe a big statement, but if you can master self-belief, self-confidence, you hold yourself and you have a good self-image in your own eyes, you have a good self-image of yourself, you will absolutely be able to create amazing success in 2026 and even to the end of 2025, as long as, whilst you have this self-image, you are being selfish in your actions to fulfill and create the life that you want. Okay, so diving into it, it's like, number one, it's just so important to, and people talk about you can get results without self-belief, things can happen, but you truly, and shout out to Lou here, we went back and forth on this, you truly need to create the image of what you want to achieve in 2026 and start living to be that person, or living that person's life. Now, I know that might sound trite to say, because everyone says that, or become the person before you actually achieve the results, but it is so important. And I think in my last 6 months, having that self-image where I'm holding myself to these standards, I'm already this person, has literally just allowed me to get the results. So I think you need to spend, and I know, and this is what I'm challenging you to do, is one, create a video that you want to watch back in 2026 and see how you went. Challenge yourself now in this video, make a video of yourself and say, this is the person I'm going to become in 2026, and see what happens. So I want you to challenge you to do that, but I want you to imagine and really take your time. Take a couple of walks in a park, close your eyes, and imagine who exactly you want to be in 2026. And we've only got, I think, 64 days left in the month, according to JJ. So start creating that now. Take your time, make it fucking beautiful, and then click into the state of, I already am that person. Easier said than done, but the only thing that will hold you back from actually achieving that is purely not being selfish enough and caring about other people's opinions. So you need to be selfish, which ties into my second point, and not selfish in terms of the way you always pick yourself, or it's hard to explain. There's this fine line where you're obviously giving to the people that you love and that you care about, but then also being selfish enough and go, hey, my goals and who I want to become in 2026 is the most important thing to me. So I'm going to pick the best option to be able to achieve those goals every single day, every single minute, every single decision. Okay, that's the selfish that you need to attain, because at the end of the day, it's a tough pill to swallow, but no one gives a fuck about you. We're on a floating rock. We're all going to die. We're all going to be forgotten. Choose yourself. Why would you not choose yourself and your goals and become the best version of yourself because you're scared of what other people think about you? Get over it. You have to move into 2026 knowing that your goals are the most important thing, and that's what you're going to act on every single time. You have to act on something, and act in obviously the beneficial way of achieving those goals. So at a surface level, they're the two things I want you to, there's three things I want you to do if you've gotten up to this far in this video. I want you to create a video yourself talking about exactly who the person you want to become in 2026 is, and close your eyes and visualize it so clearly that you feel it, that it becomes a reality for you in your mind. And I want you to start choosing yourself, because I've traveled a lot this month, more than I ever have before. Different countries, 4 or 5 different countries. Yeah, I mean, it's not like crazy, but it's fucking mind-blowing how many people that you meet, how many people that you see that are just going about their day that you have no impact on their life, and it humbles you in a sense of like how small of a fish you are, and how important it is to back yourself and become the person that you want to become, and choose that over anything. To be honest, this was so raw. My mind is still kind of ticking, but I just honestly wanted to share my thoughts, give you that challenge, and move into the next day, to the next month, to the next year, knowing you have to have a very strong self-image. You have to live up to that self-image, and you have to kill all doubt and choose to become that person in your self-image over anything else, and that's what being selfish is. I'm excited to watch this back, because ...2026 is going to be a fucking game-changing year. Shoot me a DM as always, shoot me a text. If you have any questions on this, I would love to jump on a call and brainstorm with you. Shout out to the Oracle team again. I'm going to enjoy my last night in Amsterdam with some beautiful thoughts.